It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the football team, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
and the Washington football team.
Green to bring it back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Riggins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Riggins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Brady going to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Buccaneers have it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Green to bring it back.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And the Washington offense heading out.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football,
as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll try the left side. Riggins. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They'll run on 1st down. Riggins, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Let's go.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on, fellas.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. On first down, Brady. He completes it to Evans. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 29, Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Brady. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also in the field goal range at the 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Brady now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
We got this.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for Washington, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action, it's Brady.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Remember on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick 1st down.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 46 yards rushing forward now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll keep it on the ground. Riggins. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
On third down, Riggins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Clark complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Second down and 7. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. The open man is Clark, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds here.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. Jackson now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Brady's throw complete there to Johnson.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10.
68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.